sul guanciale, è una cosa molto interessante, in Toscana viene molto usato. Noi ora in questo caso lo useremo per fare il grasso per la nostra salsiccia, però da noi anche nella nostra macelleria facciamo una ricetta molto buona insieme al guanciale.
So moving back to the forequarter, Ricardo was saying that you've got this part attached if you've got head off. That is a part of what we would call the jowl. The jowl in Italy is usually used for guanciale. Guanciale is a cured, it's almost like lard, like a cured lard. It's almost like bacon, but it's a little bit fattier, more flavorful. The fat in this part is very flavorful, very high quality. And instead of doing guanciale at Dario's shop, they use this to add to their sausage, to add a really nice quality fat to their sausages.
If it's fattier than bacon, why don't I know about this already? You've been slipping up.
So he cuts with the natural curvature of the shoulder here, and takes it off, following the shoulder. So he cleans up the guanciale by just taking off any of the parts that maybe are stained with blood. There's a couple of nodes on here to remove. And he was saying that guanciale, well, he'll explain to you how to do guanciale.
Ecco, in questo caso se uno vuole fare un guanciale, questo maiale non è molto adatto, perché il guanciale di solito è bene prendere un bel maiale grande, un bel guanciale grasso, sicché il pezzo verrà fuori una cosa del genere.
So with a pig this size, you probably wouldn't want to do guanciale with just this.
Vogliono fare il guanciale.
This is very small, but he was saying if you get a fattier pig, you're going to get something almost twice the size of this.
E praticamente per fare il nostro guanciale, una volta pulito, si lega.
So once you've cleaned it,
no, sbagliato. Prima si sala.
So once you've cleaned it, you get a tub or anything you can cure in, and you sprinkle with salt.
Mettiamo il
rosemary and garlic.
Mettiamo l'albero.
This is all bonus, by the way. This is not something they do in the butcher shop. So he's just explaining what guanciale is. And he said earlier that guanciale is good sliced thinly on hot toast, or if you put it, it's used in the base of a lot of sauces for spaghetti.
Pancetta or something.
Kind of, yeah. You cut them in cubes and melt them with maybe a miracolo.
Interesting.
I Roma fanno dei spaghetti alla matriciana, sono buonissimi. Pezzi di guanciale grossi con cipolla e pomodoro.
There's a famous dish called amatriciana. This
è conosciuto.
This would be cubed and used as the base. Also, something very famous in Tuscany is called ribollita, which is like minestrone but with white beans, puree of white beans added. And the guanciale would be the base of your recipe. Stripping the shoulder blade, trying to get as much meat off the shoulder blade as you can. And then this process he's doing now is what I explained, where he's following the outline of the shoulder blade. So that's the socket there, and you just pop the socket open with your knife.
Andiamo sotto.
And with his knife, the tip of his knife, he's going underneath where he's popped that socket and trying to bring the blade up as he's using his knife to lift it.
Poi
at which point you just grab where the socket was and rips it out. It's not as hard as it looks.
What I think is interesting though, like we've talked about how the stiff knives compared to flex knives, I never use a stiff knife.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys use the stiff knives all the time.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, I want to start using one just because I can see now the difference in style of cutting and how it changes it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
Usa dei flessibili?
Sì.
No. Io li rompo, si rompono dentro.
He said he would break it off and then he used a flexible knife.
Ora andiamo a togliere il muscolo, questo qua.
So there you can see that even though he ripped it off, it's still a pretty clean rip.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's the shoulder blade.
E andiamo a tagliare
The base of the bone where he separated the shin from, and cuts open the meat, exposing the bone, and then he's going to outline the bone with the tip of his knife so he can take out the bone. If you leave a little bit of meat on the bone, it's not that big of a deal because the bones are what we're going to be using for our stock for our soprasata.